everybody. Good day. I said good day, sir and lady. Welcome to the show. I am Mike. I'm usually here. T-Roy's in the house, too. What up, Vanilla Gorilla?
Howdy.
How you doing?
I am good. Glad to be indoors on a day like this.
Yeah, it sounds like it's awful.
Snowing like a motherfucker out there.
So the roads were really bad?
Really bad. Yeah, it rained, and then it froze, and then it turned to snow. So then there was a sheet of ice with snow on top of it.
Yeah.
I had to just let my car run when I was trying to leave work for probably 15 minutes because I couldn't scrape the ice off of it.
Oh, my God.
I couldn't get through it enough to get under it to try and scrape the ice
You
off.
sent me a little video of you trying, and it was like, dude, this is hilarious. He's taking like it was like you were making the progress that you would make with a plastic knife.
Yeah, it's about what it was like.
On a
I was
skating
like, all right,
rink,
yeah, fuck
you know?
it. I'm just going to let it warm up a little bit, heat up from the inside, and come back later and try it.
I've had it, T. I can't. This is going to kill me. And I don't mean figuratively. I mean literally. Last night after you went to bed, so I have to take Cece out at the end of the night, let her drain her box, par for the course. Third time in 3 weeks, ate shit.
Oh.
Ate shit.
I got to get back on that Ring camera. I got to get video of this stuff, man.
Yeah, I texted you once and was like, whatever you do, don't look at the Ring footage. The second time I ate shit hard on the ice, I just turned around and waved at the camera. And then last night, I laid on the ground for about a minute. Just like,
rolling around.
Oh, my sweatpants soaked because it was that like, it had melted so much that it was just like a inch like layer of water on top of ice, which makes it like double ice.
Yep.
It makes it, I mean, I'm not running out there. And, you know, Tooch was over last night, you know, full disclosure.
We had
a
good
couple
time.
drinks, but certainly wasn't like hammered, can't walk outside, nothing like that. But just, and I'm fully aware because I've eaten shit hard twice at this point. So I walk out there and I'm just like, Cece doesn't want to go out there. She doesn't get it. She's slipping and sliding. And I put half a boot on that ice and just done.
Yeah.
Done.
I was driving home today.
My hip's killing me. What part of my arm is this?
That's a forearm.
Forearm.
Yeah.
My forearm's killing me.
Even your 5-arm.
Yeah.
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 A car in front of me stopped. And it literally, after it stopped, it just started sliding sideways down.
Yeah.
Luckily, there was a curb, so it stopped right there. But it
Yeah.
would have gone into the ditch if there was nothing there to stop it.
We've got to keep a good eye on the front of the house, the hill, tonight. This could be a good night
Oh, this
for
will
our
definitely.
hill.
Yeah, we'll have some good watching on that. Maybe we'll take some video. We'll do some play-by-play. That'll be some bonus stuff.
Yeah, for whatever it is. And people that have watched members area and stuff, I think we've posted some of it in there from time to time. But
It's our favorite
slope,
thing. Yeah.
No offense to our Asian listeners, but the slope of like where our driveway meets the main road is quite a little.
There's a little hill right there.
It's got a decline on it, and the amount of people that try to back out of our driveway or come from the cul-de-sac down the road.
Yep.
And
If they're
go
coming up and they're carrying any speed, they can usually get there. But people that are just going slow, or God forbid, they turn around in our driveway for something, and then you have no momentum. You're trying to start out on the hill.
Yeah.
And it's hysterical watching how long it takes, because eventually they all have to just eat shit and back all the way down the hill and go get a running start. But it's funny to see how long it takes them to get to that point.
Yeah, they all think they're still in the game.
They think they can do it.
It's and if you were in this house, it's hilarious. I could be up in my room doing something, and I'll just hear, "Get down here! We got one!
We got one!
Get down here!" And it's like all fucking hands on deck. We come running down and we just howl, watching a FedEx guy, a UPS guy, a random person that a lot of times people will go, "Oh, I think I'm on the wrong street. I better turn around in a driveway." Pull in our driveway and then back out. And it's like, "Oh, that dude's fucked. Oh yeah, this is good watching."
We should be dicks and order like some Grubhub, so they have to back out of the driveway.
Yeah,
set them up to fail.
We should do that tonight.
Didn't we have that listener do that a couple years ago? Whatever, came in. It was one of these nights they were trying to leave, and we were all standing out on the porch.
Yeah. We've seen it happen to really good people.
Oh yeah,
really good people have been taken down by that. But
it's
tonight will be
things.
one of those nights. It is. I mean, if we can get a little enjoyment out of life,
exactly.
What
are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of members content, we did some last night. It's not in there yet. We're redesigning some things, but we had a lot of fun last night.
Sure did.
That was good. We got Tooch in here because he was over, and we threw him on the microphone and talked all about his radio days in L.A. and in Detroit. And,
Yeah, some good stories.
I mean, some great stories. You know, celebrities and all kinds of shit. So
Love that dude.
Yeah, that guy, he's salt of the earth. But people that you've heard us talk about Tooch over the years, from time to time, and there's so many stories I can't tell. But you know, I couldn't believe it because he's such a not a private person, but just kind of off the record. He's off the grid when it comes to social media.
Yeah,
there's no point. There's no good thing for him. He's going to get out of that. So he's never. I don't think he's ever been on the show or anything like that. So it's kind of a in-depth, long conversation. And you guys will get to see who the real Tooch is.
Yeah, it was good.
It's awesome. So that was a lot of fun last night.
He leaned into it. He liked it.
He did.
Yeah, he enjoyed himself.
We were smart because he came downstairs with a cocktail. So by the time we hit record, he was on his second one.
Oh, yeah.
Just loose enough
chatty.
to have a little fun.
Exactly.
So,
perfect.
As soon as we get that fired up, we'll let you know. And
It's in the works. It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming down the pike quick. So good stuff. Lots going on in the world. Hillary Clinton booed at the DNC going into the convention today. Yeah, fucking
booed by her own people, eh?
I don't know. They were waving Canadian flags, booing her. One guy was yelling into a megaphone to lock her up. So I don't know if they were just Trump fans, but it was outside the DNC. Anyway, this is good news. BLM, not a terrorist organization.
No,
unlike the truckers, the Freedom Convoy.
So-called Freedom Convoy.
Right. Swastikas, Nazis, racists, Trumpers, MAGA, whatever, all that stuff. You know, literally no violence. But BLM, they're great. They can fundraise anytime they want.
Yeah.
They don't even have to keep books. You know, they could just earn $60 million, spend it on whatever. So they decided to spend $100,000 and bail out.
Wait, didn't they just get their pee-pee slapped that they couldn't fundraise in California and a few other places?
Who knows?
Didn't we just do that a couple weeks ago?
Who knows what goes on with this terrorist organization?
Yeah. They are not a terrorist organization, clearly.
Right. Yeah, just imagine if the trucker convoy was causing a couple $1 billion of
As
damage.
opposed to shoveling driveways and feeding the homeless and things like that.
Right.
They're honking the horn, and they act like that is...
Ooh, they honked horns.
Yeah, the equivalent of January 6th.
Prime Minister Blackface is not going to like the way this plays out, I don't think. That's just my opinion. We'll get to them in a moment. But yeah, BLM, they've got local chapters, probably in every state.
Yeah.
And so how they do that, how that all works from a national terrorist organization to a localized terrorist organization, I don't know. I don't know how that works. But Quintez Brown was accused of opening fire on Monday on Craig Greenberg, whose shirt was hit with a bullet.
Oh.
Like he's got a bullet hole through his shirt.
Grazed him.
Yeah, and that's what they say, grazed by a bullet. He was at his campaign headquarters. He's running for governor or something, Democrat. And this guy just came in and went off, guns blazing. And one intern or guy working on the campaign was able to shut a door, and they were able to barricade. And so this guy only got a grazed bullet through the shirt. BLM came in immediately, paid the $100,000 to get him out on bail.
Really?
Yeah, we need to get him out.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
Why the fuck? Was he affiliated?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he's
good.
big into the Black Lives Matter thing. He's big. Barack Obama called him a rising star in his foundation in 2019. He appears on the Obama website bragging about his status as a role model for local boys.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Local Crip boys? Is that what we're talking about?
Maybe. That's how you handle the business.
He was even employed as a columnist at his local paper, the Louisville Courier-Journal, where he posted regular diatribes against the police and gun ownership.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Hey, well, where'd he get the gun?
I don't know. Social activists used their publicly donated funds to secure his release from behind bars, claiming he would be safer at home, and he is suffering PTSD after 2 years of social unrest and COVID pandemic.
Okay, you just shot somebody?
Yeah.
Like...
Shot at somebody.
Well, just because you're a shitty shot does not take away from the fact that you shot someone. Yes.
Yeah, charged with attempted murder. Yeah.
Yeah, let's make sure you get out.
Yeah. He'll have an ankle bracelet and he'll be at home. But Troy, he's the only person that's had to deal with, unrest.
Clearly a victim.
Social justice stuff. And he's also the only one that apparently went through the pandemic.
Yeah.
So all those things that he went through himself alone that nobody else went through, gives him the right to then shoot up a campaign
I
headquarters.
feel for the guy.
Yeah, after spending 2 years ranting about gun rights need to be taken away from people. No, gun rights need to be taken away from you, cocksucker. Not the guy that's fucking hunting on the weekend.
Sure.
How many legal gun owners are gunning people down? Honestly,
very few.
I don't know what the stats are on that, and maybe
That would be a
they're
great
high.
number to know.
I'd love to know how many people that possess legal firearms in this country are shooting people in cities or all over. My guess is far fewer than you'd think.
Yeah, and when they do use it, I'm sure it's justified. Well, self-defense,
Right.
things like that.
Right.
When they actually do use it, that's sort of the whole point of carrying.
Yeah.
To have it when you need it.
I have a gun.
You're not out robbing liquor stores with it.
I have a gun. It's been shot twice at the gun range. And one day there was a bump in the night, one of those things.
Yeah.
Beth and I were laying there, and she grabbed a baseball bat, and I put her behind me, and I grabbed my gun, so we didn't know what it was, and just crept downstairs, and it was like, I guess it was nothing.
Yeah.
And it went right back into the lock. It was like, if someone's breaking into my
Somebody's
fucking
there.
house,
Exactly right.
king of the castle, right?
Damn right.
Yeah. And I
what
can't
it's
look like
for.
a pussy to my girl at the time.
Nope.
So on Wednesday, BLM, together with the BLM-run Louisville Community Bail Fund, posted the full $100,000 cash bond. He'll now be at home, incarceration with a GPS ankle monitor. It comes amid nationwide calls for tougher bail laws following brutal killings, including Breonna Kupfer. You end up forgetting these names. She's the 24-year-old, I think, UCLA student who was brutally murdered in that high-end
The furniture store out in California.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. Did they bail that guy out too?
He was out on bail. Yes.
At the time.
Not for that.
Yeah, but
this
at the
is what-
time he did it, he was out on bullshit bail.
he was out on bullshit bail, $1,000.
Yeah.
The New York girl we talked about, the ad creative, Christina Wan Lee, killed in her own apartment. That guy stalked her up. He was out on bail.
Sensing a pattern here.
Yeah. The Louisville Fund's co-founder and local BLM organizer, Chanel Helm, said they wanted to keep Brown safe while he awaits trial. They are calling for this individual, this young man who needs support and help, to be punished to the full extent.
Clearly.
Can you imagine? He shot at 4 people, and now they want him held accountable to the full extent of the law? That we can't have that.
No.
It is a resounding message that people are down for the torture that has taken place in our jails and prisons. Okay? I don't think he'd be tortured in jail anyways. He's a BLM activist.
Yeah,
He'd probably be a hero.
Be a hero in there.
Helm added, many activists and organizers such as Brown are suffering from mental health problems and PTSD as a result of the unrest the past 2 years.
I'm
and
getting
the
tired of
pandemic.
fucking excuses.
Yeah, I am too.
Let's just
Accountability.
own up your shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's gone through it. Everybody's had issues.
And obviously, these people have mental health problems. They're in BLM, for fuck's sakes. Of course they have mental health
first sign.
issues. I mean, it's a religious cult at this point. It's a third government arm.
Yeah.
Republicans, Democrats, BLM. It is what it's a religion. So they just have to have faith. We're going on blind faith on this BLM thing. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that a lot of them have mental health issues. We have someone who has ignored the West End and has created multiple opportunities for himself that has been hit by this gun violence. And we have somebody who's been fighting and creating opportunities for others and himself to end gun violence in his community. I think he's failing horribly at preventing gun violence in his community. I'm just guessing. I don't know the guy, but
you just fucked your own cause.
yeah. So Metro Council President David James said bail should not have been posted. They're going to be responsible for what he may or may not do to anybody. After he briefly disappeared last year, he went missing for 3 weeks or so.
Having a walkabout, was he?
I don't know what he was doing, but he
Nobody
just
knows?
disappeared. No one knew. And family members said they were very concerned about his mental health. His lawyer said there are serious mental issues at play here, and he will have Brown undergo a psychiatric evaluation. Yeah, sounds like someone we want out on the streets.
Yeah.
Serious mental health issues, stressed to the max, has a fucking gun for some reason.
Yeah, let's make sure that
Let's
they're
get him
out on
out.
bail.
Yeah. You would think that an attempted murder, which is what this guy was charged with, that indicate he's a violent man, he would not get the opportunity to post bail. Yeah, I would hope. Or if he had the opportunity to post bail, it would be extremely high amount where it wouldn't be easy for a group like Black Lives Matter to be able to bail him out.
Is there any kind of oversight on what they can spend that money on?
You would think.
right? I mean, I'm not sure how the intricacies of all that work.
Of
but
the charity stuff works. Yeah. I don't know either. When you talk about BLM teams up with the Louisville Bail Reform Coalition, whatever the fuck they are, you know,
I don't know.
I don't know what the end
But yeah,
game is,
there's
bro.
another fucking piece of shit out on the streets.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Just what this country needs.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's failing though, man. You know, I know my liberal friends, my dear liberal friends, have dug their heels in, a lot of them, on this. They just don't want to see anything. They just act like the country's awesome. Yeah, it's great. No, this guy's the bowl of soup's killing it. You know, that kind of shit. California voters shit canned 3 school board members, just recalled them, threw them the fuck out in overwhelming. You're talking about a state that Biden won by 30 points.
Yeah.
Okay, like 85% of the vote or some shit. Chucked these 3 assholes on their can. They're like, they don't know where $165 million went that was supposed to go to upgrading schools and that kind of thing. And it's gone, but they haven't upgraded the schools. And so what are they worried about there? They're worried about taking the names off schools, not getting kids back in school. They don't want the kids in school. They're worried about tearing the names off of schools. Not something like the Redskin High School. Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Tearing the names off the building like that. Dianne Feinstein. That's what they're focused on there. And so they went, get the fuck out of here. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
We got to reel it back in.
Yeah.
It's getting just fucking crazy.
And her numbers in California, Kamala Harris, 38
Really.
support. 38. That's her home state. 38. This
Funny
is,
how that seems to work, though. That people don't like you in your own state.
Yeah. This is the Hindenburg we're witnessing in real time.
Like Pence,
like
when he was gone. My mom's in Indiana. They were like, thank God.
Yeah.
I don't know why they took him, but fuck it, he's gone. Good for that.
There's something, you know, I kind of like Mike Pence the more I listen to him. There's just a creep vibe, that Ken doll hair and that weird Christian mommy thing. I can't have dinner with another woman. That's not my wife. If my wife's not there, I can't eat with you. Like, dude, okay. What are you going to do? Try to fucking maul her at dinner? What's the matter with you? You can't sit down and have a conversation with a colleague?
It's God. It's God's way.
It's God's way. Whatever. To each their own. He should be able to do that, but it comes off as a little creepy.
It's definitely.
I will admit that. But he's no dummy. He's a smart guy.
Absolutely. But I don't trust a guy like that either.
Yeah. There's something. Yeah.
I'd rather you lean on the shady side than the fucking creepy side.
Yeah, I know. You know, you can go too far on the shady
Of course.
side.
Just like you can go too far on the
Yeah.
squeaky side too.
Yeah.
So.
And the squeaky side seems like they got something to hide.
Yeah.
Those of us that are on the shady side, we're open books.
Yeah.
You know, we're having fun. We're going through it.
Exactly.
You and I speaking, like between you and I, we ain't hurting anybody.
No.
Never. You know, we're all about peace and love and that kind of thing and just toning things down. But, and that creepy guy in the corner that goes to church way too often.
It does feel like they're hiding some shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like there's a body somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what to find out.
I don't think it's a body somewhere. I think it's just like repression.
Yeah.
Repressed sexuality.
Yeah.
You know, I married my sweetheart and I never looked back. I never even held a girl's hand before I got married. That kind of world.
Could you imagine one box for life?
No.
Oof.
No.
I mean, I guess maybe that would be ignorant bliss. Never knowing any different, any better, any worse. Like
just like a well-oiled machine, T. We just get in there and knock it out in 5-6 minutes. We're good. Yeah.
Procreation only.
Yep. Come on, Pence. Don't you want to choke a bitch out a little bit? Just have her see stars.
Probably.
Once.
Probably.
You know? Get handcuffed to your headboard. Come on. See what it's like to go to work in your fucking girl's panties? One time?
You never know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're the weirdest ones.
Ottawa cops. We're talking a lot about Ottawa. Here's my worry about this story. I don't want it to lose momentum. I hate when I get bored with stories. I've gotten bored with the transgender Leah Thomas story.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about it a lot. I even have a story today.
Oh yeah, she just crushed in the.
Yeah, of course she did.
Yeah.
But when I get bored of a story, I just can't force it. I don't want to get bored with the trucker story. I want
exactly.
They're holding the line. And
exactly.
I need them
It's
to hold
hard
the
when
line.
there's no real new developments. When it's just sort of status quo day after day, and there's nothing really coming out that changes things. So it's easy to sort of get bored of it.
Yeah.
But
Especially when they're not they're not doing shit. They're not causing. I mean, maybe they're causing some traffic jams. Maybe people have to take a different route to get where they want to go. But as far as like vandalizing communities, lighting buildings on fire, starting fights, shooting each other, like literally none of that's gone on. None. And so it makes for a rather boring existence, if not for the tenor of blackface, Prime Minister Blackface ramping it up every day.
Yeah.
You know,
But now he's got his emergency action plan or whatever that he's got.
Yeah. See how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Mao. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. These guys are not fucking moving. They're not. And cops have started dishing out leaflets to truckers occupying the city's downtown core, demanding they leave immediately. The operation began around 10 a.m. yesterday around the crucial Parliament building area of the blockade. The flyer read, "You must leave the area now. Anyone blocking the streets or assisting others in blocking the streets are committing a criminal offense and you may be arrested. You must immediately cease further unlawful activity or you will face charges. The people of Ottawa are being denied the lawful use, enjoyment, and cooperation of their property, and you are causing businesses to close. That is mischief under the criminal code." And that same attitude when Black Lives Matter was doing that times 1,000?
No.
Yeah,
they forced a few businesses to close, didn't they?
Yeah. Some of the truckers, they caused quite a few businesses to close, including that poor magic shop. What did that magic shop do in Santa Monica? I just don't get it.
No.
Stole a fucking rabbit in a hat? Really?
Now there's a bunch of dudes in the hood doing tricks and shit.
They're getting sweet.
Pulling quarters behind the ears.
Yeah. Some of the truckers are like, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
Threw it right back at the cops. One guy said to one of the officers, "Take your garbage back, bro. We don't need it." This comes as Daily Mail was given exclusive ability to go check out kind of the inner workings of one of the bases there. And it's kind of cool how they got an exclusive tour of the Freedom Convoy camps, officially known as Base Camp 3, Coventry 302. The base camp is a tented nerve center in the operation to maintain the crippling truck blockade occupation of Ottawa, spreading over a baseball stadium's 4-acre parking lot 3 miles from Prime Minister Blackface's office.
Okay.
It's largely shielded from a busy road by big rigs that are parked there, and then they've got mounds of snow, so that kind of has blocked them into this little city.
Yeah. A little blockade.
As well as an office for crucial planning, the camp also provides massive logistical support to the truckers and volunteers 24/7. Includes providing 500 hot meals a day, facilities for up to 30 children, even 2 sauna cabins, and 3 massage therapists.
Hey, you get tight.
They got these
out there protesting.
Fuck yeah. And they've got these like like 3 dudes are sitting in a hot tub.
Yeah.
Just chilling out there in the snow.
Work the kinks out, man.
Yeah.
Sauna, hot tub, some massage.
Hell yeah. Relays of volunteers ferry the truckers occupying downtown back to the camp to feed them, do their laundry, provide them therapy in a well-oiled operation. Camp has its own security force. There's a strict checkpoint where unknown visitors are scrutinized. And Daily Mail says, "We handed over our business cards to a cheerful young woman who took them away to a central office. She returned saying someone would call and we might be able to come back. No call came, so we returned 2 hours later where Base Camp 3 volunteer Angel Godso emerged from another tent, handed us makeshift media credentials to hang from our necks. She insisted, 'This place is here to support the truckers. The best people in the country are here. They are the leaders of this base camp. We're like a charity organization. We're a group of people that decided to put this up on public property because we are within our rights to do that. So nobody can tell us to leave because it's owned by the city.'" Yeah, they've got they're wedged between the stadium and a park. They got a couple hotels there, a Hampton Inn and a Courtyard by Marriott, and government officials are buying up as many of those rooms as they can so nobody coming to town can be in those hotels. Yeah. One of the things I thought was kind of cool, they were like, because they were bragging on the news.
Is that an appropriate use of government funds?
Sure. Yeah, just have empty rooms that you're paying for just to spite them.
Just curious.
Sure. One of the things I thought was kind of cool, the cops started issuing tickets. This is a big story a couple days ago. Cops are issuing tickets to all the trucks. So they're getting their ticket, sticking them on the windshield. They got great video of the cops giving them these tickets. And the truckers came out later and said, So they were putting tickets on our Kenworth and Peterbilt trucks, but the cops were writing stuff like Dodge Dart on the ticket.
Nice.
So the cops were even supporting them.
Yeah, that's good. Here you go.
Good luck getting this ticket, fucking,
Right.
I don't drive a Dodge Dart, sir. I drive a Peterbilt fucking big rig.
Good.
So-
good. There's always ways.
Yeah.
So they called the tow trucks to come start pulling them out of there, and all these big rig tow truck guys showed up and just joined the convoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck off. We're not towing them.
Or the ones when they were like, by law, you have to do what we say. You will tow these big rigs. And they're like, my shit's broke, dude. My shit's broke. I can't do anything right now.
I can tell
and
you.
like a shit ton of them claimed that their tow trucks broke down.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what to do.
It's a catastrophe.
Yeah, I'd love to help you out. Bye.
Yeah.
See you later.
Just going to leave this right here in the middle of the road.
So it sounds like they're just doing rounds with these volunteers, and Godso, she's 50 years old from Ontario.
Okay.
She and other volunteers work punishing shifts to help maintain this place. I'm from 5 hours away, and I did 30 straight hours. I went home, slept a bit, took a shower, and came back.
We got like some lot lizards in there. Is that what we're doing?
Guarantee there's got to be some lot lizards.
Yeah. I mean, we got hot tubs. We got massages. We better have some lot lizards taking care of these boys.
If we're going to make them feel comfortable in their environment,
Damn right.
you better have a steady string of lot lizards.
I hope so.
Yeah. We have some of the best chefs in Ottawa volunteering here because the food rivals top restaurants.
Okay.
It's really good food here. It's amazing. 3 hot meals a day. The grill closes down at night, but there's still food available 24/7. Salads and soups are great. We want to make sure people are focused. We're doing a job here. We are fixing the country. It's not a party.
Yeah.
There is little trash on the streets around Parliament, which is the main focus of the occupation. We bring it back here. So if there's any trash on the street, they're picking up the trash.
Zero waste.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Let's see. What else we got here? We have a list. One of my other duties, a list of people willing to give accommodations, give showers, do laundry. We have people bringing in laundry they have done for the truckers. So these people will show up and be like, give us your bags of filthy clothes.
Go do some laundry and bring it back
Wash
for
them,
you.
fold them, bring them back.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
This is what a peaceful protest is supposed to look like.
Exactly. Exactly. People, brothers
it
helping
can be
brothers
done.
out, brothers and sisters coming together.
Yeah.
Godso was philosophical about when the deadlock would end. Of Blackface's Emergencies Act declaration, she said, it's a desperate measure from a desperate man. It's his last-ditch attempt. We don't know when we will go. Nobody knows the day or time it's going to end, but we can see the cracks in the walls. Police chief just stepped down. That's a big chunk right there. The walls are coming down. And we call on our fellow Americans. They had another press conference yesterday. We call on our fellow Canadians to come to Ottawa to express or exercise their legal right to assembly and protest. The more Canadians that come to Ottawa will make it harder for the government to get the police to follow their illegal orders. So,
Yeah. Strength in numbers.
absolutely.
That's why they're trying to fracture it. Yeah, like get rid of the Ambassador Bridge one as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Is there any activity on the Ambassador?
I haven't heard anything new, but
Yeah.
they're probably not promoting it so that people don't go there.
Yeah.
But I know they opened it back up, but I haven't heard anything about it shutting back down again. So whether
Right.
people are still mulling around over there, but it doesn't sound like they're blocking any bridges at this moment.
Yeah. I don't know what the American truckers are waiting on. Why do we have to wait till March for the sequel? Drop the new season now.
Yeah.
I want to see where this plot is going. You know what I mean? What are we doing? Why do we have to go to Coachella?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's just fucking
Yeah, seems
just
odd.
go,
Yeah.
man.
Just get
You
this
know?
thing going.
Yeah, season 2. Let's go. Season 2 of the Trucker Convoy. I'm ready for it.
We're up.
I'm
Like Ice Road Truckers.
Hell yeah.
Freedom Convoy.
hell yeah. Allegiant Airlines. Is that shitbird of the air?
It's
Right up there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right up there with those.
Those. Yeah. I thought they were. So Allegiant, a video showed a man who was removed from an Allegiant Airlines flight over what appeared to be a face mask violation.
Not wearing a mask. That they'll throw you off the planes right away because that's federal. That you have to wear your mask when you're on a plane. Those are the rules.
Yeah. Or, some people have gotten cute and put a slit in their mask. If they see that,
Oh yeah.
that could be a face mask violation.
Sure.
What do you think? So this gentleman that was flying, He wrote in tiny letters, "Let's go, Brandon," on the bottom of his mask.
Okay.
Tiny letters, "Let's go, Brandon."
Yeah. But he was wearing it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was in
The whole time.
full compliance.
Full compliance.
Wearing his mask.
Yes.
And
Stewardess references the comment you've written on there regarding the message on the mask. As the reason he's in violation.
okay.
Their mask codes. Allegiant confirmed that the passenger was removed, but claimed it was because he was disobeying the flight attendant. Oh.
Okay.
So she gets to make the executive decision.
So
She didn't like it saying let's go, Brandon. So the air waitress decided to make a stink about it. And he's like,
okay.
she wanted him to switch masks.
Okay. But he was wearing a mask.
Yeah. The whole
Properly.
time.
Properly?
Yeah. Yep.
In full compliance.
Full compliance.
And it said, "Let's go, Brandon," on it?
Small letters. Really small at the bottom.
Okay. If it was a T-shirt, would he have been thrown off the plane for wearing a "Let's go, Brandon" T-shirt?
Probably.
I
don't know.
Give him a different shirt to wear?
Maybe.
What if it was tattooed on your fucking forehead?
Yeah.
Would you just get thrown off the plane?
We're going to have you put some duct tape over that forehead. Would be my guess.
Okay.
The video in question depicts part of an incident involving a passenger who failed to comply with repeated crew member requests to adhere to the federal face mask policy.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I strongly, vehemently disagree.
Yeah.
That there's nothing in your fucking protocols that says anything about that. This is
Let's
one.
go, Brandon.
This is one Karen going fucking rogue.
It says crew member requests.
That's their loophole. But she's saying that he was in violation of the mask policy.
Yeah.
But I promise you he wasn't.
No, of course not.
Right.
Because if
so
do you
by
think
him,
anyone wearing a BLM mask, which there are shit tons, I see those more than anything. If 10 passengers wearing BLM masks on the flight, would anyone have a problem?
Oh, so she doesn't get to make that choice.
Apparently she does.
And so when so she went rogue and said he had to take it off. And then they got to, when he wouldn't take it off, and she asked him multiple times, and he refused, then he became an unruly passenger and was disobeying his orders.
Yeah.
And that was the guise of which they could throw him off. The problem is he was fucking right. And she had no fucking right in the first place to tell him to take the mask off or change the mask.
I would understand if it said "fuck Joe Biden" on it. Okay, you want to be that person. You know, I remember being on a plane. I can't remember. I've told the story on the air, so I'll probably screw this up. But there was a black guy walking down the aisle, and I was laughing my ass off. He had a shirt that just said, like, "fuck off," or, you know, something really vulgar.
Yeah.
Big letters on his T-shirt. He's just walking through it. No one did shit about it. You know, so the idea that offensive language, it's just about who it is. It's
I would
who
like
the
to
message
see
is.
Allegiant Airlines face mask policy.
Yeah. Well, disregarding instructions from flight crew members is prohibited by federal regulations and is grounds for removal from flight, which where such conduct creates an unsafe environment. The decision to remove a passenger is never made lightly and is always done with the safety of our passengers and crew in mind. Really, were your passengers and crew in danger?
No, not at all. And from what I've heard, is this guy wasn't even like loud. He just refused to change his mask.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like he wasn't being an asshole. He wasn't screaming "fuck you."
Wasn't drunk.
Yeah, he wasn't one of those assholes acting up on a plane, getting tossed off. He just wouldn't change his mask.
Yeah. Well,
But he shouldn't have had to.
you've heard the saying, "Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely." Right. This is what we're seeing when you talk about overreach from government bodies, and they're trying draconian measures to keep people fearful of this disease and maybe force people to, they are forcing people to get the jab or whatever, or lose your job if you work for the city. It's really the only place they have pull right now, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Well, in April, the FAA adopted a zero-tolerance policy against unruly passenger behavior, which includes, because that's a broad statement,
exactly.
Unruly can be they spilled a drink, or they yelled at a flight waitress, or they didn't, or includes
Disobeying.
failure to comply with crew members' instructions.
Yes, exactly. But
so this is the little bit of power these small petty people have in the world. They have power there, and we see it play out all over. You can, whether it's a fucking security guy in a bar that thinks he's hot shit and can fucking, he's running the show.
Yeah.
You know, any little power you give these people, they will wield it somehow.
She's a mouthpiece for that company. She is representative of Allegiant Airlines.
Yeah.
You don't get to put your personal opinions into that. Now, if there's somehow, some way that in their fucking guidelines, I don't think this is the end of this.
No.
I think I think there's fallout. I think she gets fucking
Shit canned?
I don't know if it's shit canned, but I think there's something that comes back around on this. I don't think this is done.
Maybe. This is the second such incident in recent weeks.
And if he's smart, he fucking sues the piss out of him.
Yeah.
Sues the absolute piss out of him.
I don't know on what grounds. Embarrassment or being kicked off a plane?
Well, here's the thing.
Civil rights violation?
Being considered unruly because he was not following orders of the whatever. But if it's an unlawful order, essentially, like what if she just came up and said, hey, put lipstick on.
Yeah, untie your shoelaces.
He's like, okay, no, it doesn't have anything to do with, there's nowhere says I have to wear lipstick.
Yeah, but it says you have to listen to me when I give you instructions.
But if I just said give you lipstick, so you have to put on lipstick. Well,
Yeah.
no, I don't give a shit because you said it. I don't have to fucking do that.
Yeah,
and
but
then
the
as soon as
FAA law was changed in April. You have to listen to my instructions. If you don't, I can kick you off the plane.
Yep, boom. And then you're unruly. So it's just because she says it doesn't make it right.
But it does. The FAA changed the rules
like
in
I
April.
said, they cowered and threw them off under those guys. But to be fully in compliance with the mask law and just have something on there, and it wasn't even like go fuck yourself or there's a bomb on the plane or something, you know what I mean, or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't get to do that. And if nothing does, again, we keep saying that it comes back to that, like suing, and I hate it because I fucking hate like suing.
Too happy people. Yeah.
But it's the only way it works because you can't win any other way.
Yeah.
You got him where it hurts, and that's money in the pocketbook.
Yeah.
If there's no repercussion whatsoever, then they can just continue doing this bullshit all day long.
Well, hopefully we do see a lawsuit on some of these. This is the second incident in a couple weeks. There was a passenger headed from Cleveland to Tampa Bay in January. He was asked to remove his Let's Go Brandon mask. Earlier in January, an American Airlines passenger complained about a pilot whose suitcase had a small sticker like LGB, Let's Go Brandon, something like that.
The pilot with his carry-on or whatever.
Yeah,
remember
this carry-on. That pilot was placed under investigation. Ooh.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Okay.
So he's a fan of the Doors, and he had a Doors sticker on his thing, and you hate the Doors?
Yeah.
Could you complain? Would we put him under investigation for that?
It's basically what it equates to.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy clearly 50+% of the country, creeping into like 55% of the country, has real issues with this fucking bowl of soup in office. They just do. Mm-hmm. That's a fact. The country's never felt worse in all my life, not even close.
No.
So, yeah, a pilot has that. How about you get off the plane then? He's got a job to do.
Yeah. No, I think I think they crossed a line there, I would say.
I hope so, because
speech.
I've definitely seen BLM. I've taken multiple flights over the last 2 years, and I have absolutely seen Black Lives Matter, BLM face masks.
And Let's Go Brandon doesn't cross any lines.
No.
It doesn't. It's not threatening. It's not. You may not like it.
Yeah.
But it's not vulgar. It may insinuate something, but it doesn't. It just doesn't. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And for them to make a stink out of it, and then when he disregards and you throw him off a plane, I don't know where he was going. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he missed his fucking mom's funeral.
Yeah.
For his own wedding. Right. I mean, you don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's irrelevant where he was going or why. The fact is that he didn't get to go because of your dumb cunt sky waitress.
Yeah. Well, they all lean on this. We have policies in place where anybody that has divisive or offensive language in something is not condoned. So they can lean on that broad. So there's not so you could say Let's Go Brandon is divisive. That's fair.
Okay.
But you can argue Black Lives Matter is divisive as fuck.
You could.
There's
You're not allowed to, but you could.
Yeah. But it's a fact. And so if you had a policy like no political messages, no threats, no nudity, no nothing, and you actually abided by that, and it's like we're reading stories every other day of some dickhead kicked off a plane for wearing a Black Lives Matter mask, and then the next day we read that the same airline kicked someone off for wearing a Let's Go Brandon mask, we wouldn't do the story. We'd go, okay, it's their airline, it's their policy. They seem to be applying it equally. But no, we keep reading about this. This guy's under federal investigation because he had an LGB sticker, Let's Go Brandon sticker on his suitcase. So, you know, and then we had the flight. This was the pilot. His name has not been released, and he came over the intercom as they're coming in.
Oh yeah.
We're headed east about 107, 108 miles per hour. Clear visibility, mostly clear skies, about 77 degrees. Thanks for coming out flying Southwest Airlines. Welcome home, and let's go, Brandon.
I wonder if he's flying yet.
I don't know, but people were like, losing their shit.
But I mean, what if you had, like, I don't know, Free Palestine on your mask, something you believed in, you know? What?
Yeah.
That's offensive to, you know, the Jews on the plane, but does that mean you get thrown off? Who does it have to offend to justify?
It had to offend a sky waitress who hates
that fucking
who hates
twat.
Trump or hates
just that twat.
Biden.
That's it.
Yeah.
Got all the way through security, through the airport, through the check-in process, through all this to his seat.
Yeah.
Until Cunty Karen came up and was like, fuck you.
White bitch too.
Fuck Trump.
Total Karen. Yeah. And he's arguing with her. And I'd play the video for listeners, but they're both wearing masks. It's from 3 rows away. It's being filmed. You can barely make stuff out. It's not worth playing. But you know, it's just awful.
It's just the point.
Yeah.
Why are we here?
I hope you're right. I hope someone does sue.
I do too. Yeah. I mean, I really do, and I think that's legitimate ground because ultimately, he was in fucking compliance.
Yeah.
And if you can somehow, like I said, I would love to see what their face mask policy actually says.
Yeah.
What the verbiage in there says, because I don't think it has.
No.
Doesn't say that it can't. They're more worried about you wearing it than what the fuck it says.
Yeah.
That's
as pointless as it is to wear in an airline. It's absurd.
Right.
I mean, these guys are really coming out hard going, can we drop this fucking theater performance we're putting on, making all these people and kids and dogs wear fucking masks? Like, they know. The airlines know how clean their fucking air is.
Remember, I busted Raj's balls a while back. He had this tirade on Facebook or whatever about whatever airline he flew. He was so mad because for a while they were keeping the middle seat open, right?
Yeah.
And he was so mad because he got on a flight, and this is well into it, or past it or whatever, and they were filling the middle seats. Oof. And he was so mad.
He was heated.
Hashtag United. I was like, dude, the fucking hysterical part is that you think you're getting social distancing on an airplane.
Yeah, right.
Right? The dude behind you that's just like,
Yeah.
4 inches from your head.
Yeah.
The least thing you're worried about, the cattle line you've been in for the last 4 hours.
Yeah.
Going through security and onto the plane.
That foot and a half
and
seat.
through the right? Like that's what you're pissed off about? That there was somebody actually next to you?
Yeah.
Like, dude, just hold on a second.
Yeah.
Like, take a step back, pull your head out of your ass, and look at what we're actually talking about right here.
Yeah.
Because
none of it makes sense. The Kyrie Irving thing doesn't make sense.
No, of course not.
Like, he can't play in home games in Brooklyn because New York's got their rules. But home teams or visiting teams coming in with players who are unvaxxed can play in the stadium. So even
because
Adam Silver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. And so Adam Silver even came out and was like, this just doesn't make any sense. No. Like, you can have
a little uniformity here.
Yeah. You know, I get it. You're trying to bully the shit out of everybody who doesn't want to comply with your shit.
Yeah,
but
because we got to start getting our annuals.
Yeah.
So we got to get everybody in line so that this fucking cash cow just keeps coming in.
Hard pass.
Hard
pass on that. Nope.
And we've even had some pretty respectable minds in here that said that they would not be getting a booster.
No. No, I will take Robert Malone's word on this one when he said, dude, over vaccinating, getting multiple boosters will lower your immune system response over time. So if you know, there is a sweet spot, 2, 3, whatever that is. You start getting into 4 and 5, you know, or forever, you could make this even worse. I'm
And-
paraphrasing horribly, but
And who does that help in the long run?
one crew.
If you get sick,
Yeah. Who do you need?
yeah, it's funny. They
Trey-
act like they want to get sick, but
Yeah.
they want you to
They
get
want
sick.
you to get sick.
Weird.
Yeah.
I
Obvious.
see what you're doing.
See
there.
right through it. Trey Songz, you a fan?
Not overly, no. I mean, I
don't know that I
I've
can
heard
name a
of
song.
him. No, I definitely couldn't. Like Trey.
Yeah.
Is that a song?
Trey Songz. Apparently
Does
a
he have 3
rapper.
songs? Is that it?
Trey Songz. Maybe. That would be Trace Songs. He's been accused of sexual assault
Uh oh.
in connection with an incident at a party in Los Angeles. $20 million.
The suit. This is what he's being accused of.
The woman said the 37-year-old musical artist forced her to have anal.
I was going to say for $20 million, he better put it in the butt.
Yeah.
I was going to lead with that.
A rep for Songz said these allegations are false. Songz looks forward to having these facts fully aired. For some reason, I bet he doesn't.
Well, you never know. I mean, hey, if this is one of those money grabs,
Yeah.
for sure. Hey, that bitch was all over my dick.
Yeah.
She begged me to put it in her butt. And now
Did
it's
you
just-
or did you not fuck her in her asshole?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
I'm
A smile.
I'm a gentleman. I spit on it first. I didn't just raw dog that shit.
And I didn't spit sloppy. I let that shit drip
Yeah.
out of my mouth right onto her fucking angry spider, and then I plunged deep. Goddamn right I did.
There you go. Like
Let's
a
go,
gentleman.
Brandon. Like a gentleman. Prior to the incident, she had consensual relations with the R&B artist. She said they were at a party at a house in Los Angeles, and Songz invited her up to go upstairs. They went upstairs, and she thought it would just be a sexual, encounter, consensual.
Yeah.
The entertainer had repeatedly pestered the woman, if you get that ass. He wanted to get that ass.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. As they headed up the staircase, she had told him no and to stop asking. The woman said that Songz behaved like a savage rapist. I don't think you can call them savages anymore.
Well, when it's getting to the raping,
Yeah.
I think that might apply.
Okay, if you say so.
I think it's an adjective.
Yeah, but people get in trouble for it. I'm just saying.
That's true. That's true.
He was a brutal rapist.
Yeah.
I think he's better than a savage one.
Yeah.
Can't say feral.
No.
He was acting like a feral rapist. That would be out of bounds. But brutal rapist, mean rapist,
Primal.
primal. No. T. You almost suckered me into saying it there. It's not nice. You cannot call him primal rapist.
Okay,
But
okay.
I think savage it's borderline.
Well, he's
it
not-
might float this month, but next month we might be canceled.
He was an Indian.
Yeah, still. People running around these streets acting like fucking savages.
Oh boy.
Shit like that has been said. So, anyway, he wanted to get that ass. The woman said he acted like a savage rapist. I'm just quoting.
That's
don't,
it.
Don't hold me.
Her words, not ours.
Once they had reached the bedroom, he threw her on the floor, removed her pants, pinned her body down face first, and penetrated that asshole as she screamed and pleaded with him to stop what he was doing. He overpowered her physically as she tried to stop him. Another person quickly entered it and then went, "Oop, shit, he's deep in her asshole.
Oh boy.
I'm out."
Oh boy. Yeah.
He recognized, he's in that ass
Yeah.
now, and he just bailed.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah. And then
So didn't even soften her up with the fucking with the puss first. Just went straight fucking back
asshole.
nine.
Yeah, I think.
Holy
I mean,
shit.
according to her, he
Shotgun
might-
start. Just go straight off the back nine. Off the 10th tee.
Yep. He went off the 10th tee.
Yeah. No.
Early.
You gotta warm up on the front there. You gotta ease into that.
Yeah. You can't go out. You can't go out willy-nilly.
No, because it's fucking clamped shut at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
You play the front nine. You soften it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Like Clark said, he went to the hilt once on a chick, and she screamed bloody murder, and never again.
Yeah.
He came in, he was reckless, young,
yeah, it'll happen.
and thought he could just plow his way through the gates, and it's
no,
like
yeah,
no,
no,
knock on the door, get invited in, sir.
Exactly.
Don't fucking knock the door down,
Nope.
idiot.
Nope.
In the wake of the incident, she gathered her clothing and exited the premises, taking an Uber ride away. Probably a pretty painful one.
Oh yeah.
Don't want to hit any dirt roads.
Right.
know?
Oof.
The Uber driver observed she had been in distress upon entering the vehicle and took her to a nearby hospital where medical professionals performed a sexual assault exam on her and revealed severe anal tearing that could require surgery.
Oh, well, yeah. You
Sew that hole back up.
Put that thing back together.
How do you even do that?
I think it's like an episiotomy.
Yeah?
So they sew the vagine back up after a baby rips it open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Babies do some damage, don't they?
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Yeah, blow that thing out.
Yeah, there's no dick as big as a baby.
No.
I don't care how bad you've been in there, and that baby will rip that shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I think it's called an episiotomy. Tighten her back up.
Penisotomy?
I think they probably do it on the buttocks.
Can you request to like over tighten while she's on?
Yeah,
obviously,
that's the oldest joke in the book. Yeah,
Is it
Can you
really?
throw a couple extra stitches in there. For
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
Doc?
yeah. I mean, could you ask? I bet people have asked.
That's the oldest joke in the book.
Is it really? I've never heard that.
You've never had a kid.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a dad joke 101.
Really?
I had to put a couple extra stitches in there, tighten her back up.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I didn't know.
No, I know.
The woman is represented by lawyers Ariel Mitchell and George Vrabeck, who are involved in 2 other cases in Miami and Nevada in which Songz is accused of sexual assault. Mitchell has denied allegations by Song's legal team that she tried to bribe a witness in the Florida-based case. Singer's lawyers look to have the Miami case dismissed in connection with witness tampering. In the Miami case, a woman known as Juahara Jeffries said that Songz just jammed his finger right up her vagine without her consent while she was dancing on a couch at a nightclub on New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Was the vagine out?
sounds like she wasn't wearing panties.
Right,
Something.
okay.
I mean, if you see an open vagine, are you allowed to?
I mean, it's
I
a
don't know what
gray
the rules
area,
are
but I
anymore.
mean, it's, seems like it's open for business.
There was a day, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. I'm not doing it.
And they had
I've never done it, but I'm not a baller.
This is a weird situation because they've been having consensual sex,
Yeah.
but apparently just from the front,
Yeah.
not from the back. So this time he just decided to go rogue and just go fucking hammer the back.
Sounds like he went full jit, full ham.
Or is this another case of buyer's remorse? You figure you let him, and then it hurt, and then. Sometimes you say, okay, go ahead, be gentle, and then you're gentle, and then you stop, and you're like, yeah, I'm not stopping, I'm already in there.
Yeah.
Relax, it'll get better. And then fucking bite the pillow, shut up.
Yeah.
And then, but probably not.
Yeah.
It's going to cost Trey some money either way.
20 mil.
I bet she doesn't get the full 20.
But if she does,
that'd be worth an anal.
Right?
I'd take a butt fucking for 20 million.
I think I would too.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Even with a stitch.
Does it matter who's doing it?
Well,
I mean, not that I'm going to pick out my favorite guy to do it, but
no.
I don't even want to look. I'm just going to have my...
Just close my eyes. Just
Yeah.
fucking hurry up and get it over with.
Yeah.
Lean into it. Fucking try and make it come as fast as possible, I guess. Get it over with as soon as possible.
reach back and half jack him off when he's
Put
out.
what you need, yeah. There you go. Put a little finger in the ass for you. Here you go. Hurry. Okay, God damn it. We're done here.
Yeah.
Uber.
To
the hospital.
ride home.
to the hospital.
Yeah.
Let me get my stitching.
It just proves, doesn't it? Two very straight guys in the room right here,
Yeah.
right? Just proves everyone's got their price.
Fair. Well,
You know what I mean?
hey, you know what?
Like, no matter what it is.
I blast some pretty big shits out of my ass.
Yeah, but...
And I recover,
Yeah.
And I don't get paid for those.
Yeah.
So
20 million.
for 20 mil, I could get over the shame, I think.
Yeah.
Go
One time in your life going the wrong way down the fucking street.
fair.
I mean, shits are going
Yeah.
one way.
I mean, I'm not doing it for
road.
like $100 or anything fucking crazy like that.
No.
But for 20 mil, yeah.
10 mil?
That's
the tip?
probably about the fucking 10 mil probably, yeah.
10 mil is probably the cutoff. You get into single-digit mils.
Yeah.
But if it was on the table with a check, someone just wanted to laugh,
Yeah.
have fun with it, and was like 9.
One of those deals where they like write on a
Million.
piece of paper and slide it
Slide
across
it
the
over.
table.
It's like, okay.
How many zeros is that?
We doing this in your office, sir, or
I'll spit on it myself.
Yeah, not to make light of sexual assault.
No, of course not. Of course
It's
not.
obviously not something we've
If
participated
it's going to happen,
in.
you get yours. Get your money.
Yeah.
All I can say is if you're going to get raped, I hope it's by a rich guy.
Yes.
They can pay you the 20 mil.
It's a great point. Michael
Yeah.
Jackson victims, you know
Definitely,
what I mean?
definitely.
When
you
you
get
start-
some raped by some homeless guy, fuck. Then you're
Yeah.
just fucked.
Yeah.
Screwed.
And
you
they
just
can
live with the shame. You don't have money to bury your sorrows.
Yeah. And that homeless guy, he might be found liable and in a case be forced to pay $20 million. But
Yeah, good luck getting it.
it's that whole blood from a rock thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Some stories, I try to find empathy for anybody, but some stories I just don't have it.
No empathy for the chick that just got butt raped?
No, I have empathy for her.
Oh, okay.
Going on to another story. So no, full empathy for the blown out asshole that was.
Okay.
Connecticut woman has died after she was dumped outside a Bronx hospital, unconscious and partially naked, after she received botched butt injections. So she wanted a big old fat ass,
Yeah.
but didn't want to pay the top dollar that
Yeah.
real surgeons, so
Yeah.
they just threw rubber cement and shit in her ass.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've seen these from time to time. I have the same message for women. I have had it for years, and I stand by it. Give it time. That ass is going to blow up on its own.
Yeah.
If you want a fat ass, it might not happen overnight, but you can get that fat ass without putting cement blocks in your ass. That never looks good.
No. Generally,
Max-
none of it ends up looking good.
No.
You're going to end up looking like fucking Dolly Parton's stroke ass on the Super Bowl.
Right.
I can't even move my face anymore.
Yeah. Who sandblasted and waxed that face?
Jesus.
Maxine Messam was left at the Jacoby Medical Center after two unidentified women drove her to the hospital in her BMW SUV and walked off. The 53-year-old, who already had kind of a pretty fat ass,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, yeah. She didn't need to add shit. It already looked horrible.
Well, it's, you need it like, set a drink on it. Got to have that bootay,
No.
not just a fat ass.
Oh, you don't. You so
no,
don't.
you don't. It's not my thing.
No.
Make it
53-year-old.
clap.
It just makes me sick thinking about it. I know some people are into it. Authorities were called, and soon after she died, we don't know what happened, the victim's husband, Carlos Simpson, said. She was at work. She left work, so we don't know what happened from there. Well, she went into a fucking alleyway and got poison injected
Bootleg
into her
fucking
ass.
booty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bootleg booty, exactly. And died.
Did not work out so well.
Would that be embarrassing to get that knock on the door? Like, you understand like a fallen soldier and
Yeah.
the Marines show up, to tell the family that your loved one passed away, or, a cop
To
dies
find
in
out
the
that's how they did it.
line of duty, and it's like, I hate to do this, but your son died in the line of duty.
Yeah.
He's a hero. Here's a folded flag. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah. There's honor in that.
Honor.
Valid.
Exactly. Yeah. Having
This
to
is
get that
shame.
knock on the door.
It's
Sorry,
like
sir.
it's like an addiction.
Yeah.
This surgeries and
Yeah.
implants and the things that these people do. Once they start, it's a slippery slope, as they say.
Yeah.
You don't come back from that.
A study published in the American Society of Plastic Surgeons found that there was a 252% increase in ass augmentation surgery between the years 2000 and 2015.
Thanks, rappers. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys fucked that up.
Yeah.
I like them little.
Sure did.
Couple little handfuls. That's all I want.
Should we take a look at some pictures, T?
I suppose that we could.
Yeah. Why don't you go over there and pull those up? You go over there. You go over there. So, the bowl of soup has hired, it looks like has been given jobs out. This went to a non-binary drag queen who poses online with people in bondage gear and dressed up as a nun. This person is said to have been given the job in the Department of Energy. Sam Britton, who uses the pronouns they, them. I use brilliant and gorgeous.
Okay. Yeah.
Told you that. you know?
Yep. Definitely.
So if you're going to reference me, it's the gorgeous or the brilliant, like Walters, since we're living in fantasy world.
There we go.
Oh, look at
So
Sam.
what is the?
He wrote. That's not going to make people laugh. Oh, is this? Can people see this if they're watching us on YouTube?
Yes, it's up now.
Yeah. So we've got an adorable gentleman in a beautiful red dress, lacy.
Oh my goodness!
With bright red lipstick, a shaved head, and a mustache.
And a fucking mustache with a Kitterman to boot.
Yeah.
You couldn't. Oh
Jesus
boy!
fucking Christ.
I didn't know there was more. We're going down the rabbit
there's
hole.
more. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that is one sexy bitch.
Look at this one. Now click outside that so the words go away. And check out these high heels.
Oh.
Sassy. Holy shit.
Wow. Okay. And this is what's the title here?
Keep going. Okay.
What the fuck is going on here?
Here he is, or they.
Whoa.
All right, let's break this down. Here they are in red, white, and blue American flag high heels, in a dress, lipstick, and has 3 dogs. So 3 men. With,
my God.
With black leather dog face masks on all
That guy's shirt
fours.
says "Damn, Daddy."
Yeah.
Wait. What is this person appointed to? What's the title?
The job of Deputy Assistant Secretary of Spent Fuel and Waste Disposition.
I'm going to say that person's overqualified.
Maybe.
Holy
I'm in this
fuck.
role. I'll be doing what I always dreamed of doing, leading the effort to solve the nation's nuclear waste challenges.
Is that?
Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen.
I'm going to the White House.
Look at that full Mardi Gras face
Holy
makeup.
shit. This is real life.
This is real life.
This is real life.
This
I think
dude
I can see.
only
I can
owns dresses.
see her dick
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's not that he's dumb though. This guy's got
know.
a master's from MIT. He's no bullshit.
No, I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but and maybe super qualified, but, and why is this the picture that's in what is happening here? What does that say? Can you read this?
This image gained attention, blah, blah. Okay.
It's okay.
He says, fixing blah, blah, blah problems won't be easy, but I'm qualified, blah, blah. He also worked for the Trevor Project, a group that works to prevent gay and trans suicide. Doing a bang-up job there.
Yeah.
There's only the highest rates of any community on planet Earth. He's been unapologetic about LGB, the alphabet shit, and has a history of promoting sexual fetishes and kinks related to animal role-playing.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So that's what that's
for the doggy boys over there.
I want to say him.
Yeah,
but
I know. Well,
when I say they, it sounds like multiple people, but they refers to this, whatever this is.
Yes.
They gave a talk on kink exploration at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. Brenton talked about their own experiences with pup play, domination, and how to safely choke one's partner. They also told of one experience, Troy, how they like to tie up his partner like a table and eat dinner on him while they watch Star Trek.
This is fucking so good. This is amazing.
Isn't that great?
Those are fabulous heels.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, hey.
If you think you're not a laughing stock around the nation, though, I mean, or around the globe, what does China think about this? Honestly, you're going to send this guy over to deal with waste management, nuclear waste in China, the Ukraine?
I don't know. That is special. That is way to go.
Because if
way to go, Joe.
Don't you think if this is what you're hiring, you need to take all this? You can't put this guy in a fucking suit now and tell him not to wear lipstick and high heels.
No.
Or they, sorry.
No,
I mean they.
No.
No disrespect. You can't say they can't dress how they want. That would be defeating the purpose.
It's the mustache that's fucking me up.
The
mustache is fucking me up. And how do you put lipstick on without getting it all over the mustache? So is the mustache all lipsticked up proper?
It looks like it's a shit show.
Yeah, I wish if I was any good, I could zoom in on this stuff, but
nah, it's
whatever.
All right.
I know.
Right.
Actually, I don't want to know. The hiddenness of that lip will haunt my dreams forever.
I just, this seems like a pattern, if you will, of recent hires.
Yeah.
Which they might be the most qualified person on planet Earth for this job.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. We'll never know.
Yeah.
Because this fucking bowl of soup idiot has gone on a hiring rampage of just like transgenders and we'll just get a black woman on the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
No questions asked. They all come with asterisks for the rest of their lives. They all do.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We won't know.
Sorry, Brinton, you get an asterisk because you're dressed like an asshole, and you know it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's so far out of the mainstream, it's not even calculable. I hope I said that word right. I love Jerry from the Jacks, but I don't want him running the fucking health industry.
I want to know what my fuel waste is going to be like going forward.
Yeah.
Know what he's the vice executive shitbag of?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Something like that. Yeah, he's Deputy Assistant Secretary of Spent Fuel and Waste Disposition.
Yeah. That's a good title.
He's in the door.
They made up the fucking job for
They're
him.
in the door. Yeah, but they're in the door. That's what you get.
I'll go back.
All right. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That is, there's one handsome fucking lady out there. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, the mustache messes me up.
Yeah, it's not good.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
This segment is brought to you by Mayer and Company Accountants. If you dread bookkeeping and accounting for your business, let Kyle handle it all for you. Kyle is a pro who you can trust. So spend more time on your core business and leave those awful annoying accounting and bookkeeping tasks to Kyle. Also, if you need someone to handle your personal taxes, Kyle is your guy for that too. Call him today at 734-721-7373. Tell him TDC sent you and get 10% off.
Love it.
File with Kyle. Tis the
guy.
season.
It is.
Absolutely.
It sure is. You want someone like that on your your team.
Yeah, you do.
And he doesn't charge that much either.
No,
To have him
surprisingly,
handle it all,
yeah.
it's surprisingly
Yep.
low. So if you wonder how a story like we just did about this drag queen, what kink fucking weirdo getting into the government under the bowl of soup administration, and you wonder what the rest of the world would think of something like that, or how they'd view that. Not that that matters entirely, but if you're trying to get on a level playing field and hammer shit out, when you're dealing with someone like Putin or Xi in China, China,
Don't forget Un.
Sure. So they've got the Friends sitcom in China now, and they've gone to censoring that show. Okay. There it's known as a Chronicle of Old Friends instead of just Friends. Friends isn't the raunchiest comedy ever, but it does include some jokes that are a little explicit and some sexual content. Few of these details didn't make it past the censors. Viewers posted clips to the Chinese social media platform Weibo, showing episodes of Friends missing scenes or altering language dealing with homosexuality and sex. Specifically, they appeared to remove all references to Ross's ex-wife, Carol, for being a lesbian. In the original, many jokes were made about the fact that Carol left Ross for a woman. There were also instances of Chinese subtitles not matching up with the English dialogue. When Joey recommends that his depressed friend Ross should go to a strip club to get help, getting over his wife leaving for another woman, the caption says in Chinese that Joey is telling Ross to go out and have fun.
Same.
Yeah. A reference to multiple orgasms is morphed into a conversation about women having endless gossip.
Gossip.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where China is. So when we fly this dickhead over to China to deal with waste management and nuclear waste.
He might not come back.
Yeah. Might not be so bad.
Yeah. They might just hit the nuke button. Like, you fucking motherfuckers, send that shit over here.
Really? This is what you sent to represent?
Yes.
This is an
He's
absolute
insulting
insult.
us. Yes.
He showed up in fucking lingerie.
Yeah.
God damn it. We're
Yeah.
in fucking professional lunch setting.
With a guy on a leash and a dog mask.
Wearing a t-shirt that says, "Damn, Daddy."
Damn, Daddy.
Damn, Daddy. He wore brighter lipstick than my fucking wife, and it was all over his mustache. It was disgusting.
Right? Is that a dude on the far right there?
I don't know what that is.
And what's Jesse Waters doing in the middle?
Right? Is that Jesse Waters sitting at the table? It looks like him.
I know.
Yeah, they sat at the Fox News table. Thought that'd be a hit.
Yeah.
I have no problem with this guy. Do you, dude?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Just let's can we have some level? It's just
We don't get to E-zone into anything anymore.
No.
We're just kicking the fucking door down.
Yeah.
I'm here and I'm fucking fabulous.
And I'm ready to destroy this nation's
And I'm
morals.
going to destroy your butthole.
Oh, God.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I don't know what to do, T. It's just...
What can you do?
It's the collapse of the nation.
Hey.
It is. It's trying to decor the moral fabric of the country.
And you
is
wonder
what
why
it is.
there's
It's-
fucking sex talk at pre-K.
Yeah.
And they want them to be all
4-year-olds.
fucking weird and kinky and pizza toppinged up.
Yeah.
Proper.
It's
Grooming. It's grooming.
I don't know by what metric or what measure. If it's just to make the alphabet community feel comfortable for the fraction of society that they are, at what cost? At what point? And I gotta believe that there's a shit ton of at least gay, bi, lesbian, that initial core group.
Yeah.
That are plenty conservative. That are plenty more not on this weird fucking spectrum that changes by the minute every day, that are not cool with that, and they're being used.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the old school, the original hardcore alphabet.
Yeah.
Alphabet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to start pushing back.
What was it? LGB? It was just the LGB, right?
yeah.
Lesbian,
Gay and bi. Which
was
pretty
it.
much covers the fucking gamut.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, so trans, which you can't even say anymore, right? Well, you
Tranny,
can
you
say
can't
tranny.
say.
Yeah, but
You can, just not on a microphone.
yeah. Oops. And queer, whatever the fuck that means.
Queer's back.
Oh,
Queer, you can say again.
I know. Well,
That's the Q.
yeah, I know it's the Q.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I mean,
what is
we
it?
were talking-
LGBTQ AIP.
What? Now there's a
Yeah.
LMNOP.
AIP, which is something indigenous people. So basically, anything that's not white. We
Yeah.
just don't want white. I don't know how they're going to throw Asians in there, but they will.
What the hell's that got to do with anything with race?
I don't know.
When did that ever include race?
It's,
I don't ever remember that alphabet being racial.
yeah, there's something about indigenous people or, fuck. There's also like pan, something else in there. It's a
like
mess,
the
dude.
pansexual thing. That's what I don't get. Like you're attracted to everybody. Well, isn't that like bi? Like you like girls, you like guys. That's bi, right? Like there's really.
Simpleton. What year
Oh,
is
I
this?
know. My God.
What year?
My
Caveman.
God.
You're a caveman, T.
I am.
Fucking
I am.
Stay a caveman.
Caveman.
Larry David. We got that really cool documentary on Bob
Oh yeah, Einstein.
Yeah.
Super Dave. Fucking
Super
great.
Dave. Yeah, it was
Love that dude.
great. Larry David. There's a new documentary coming out on him that he's involved with called The Larry David Story.
That was it was one of the better commercials too on the Super Bowl. Was his was
Yeah.
and I'm never wrong
Not
about
easy.
these things. Yeah, like a crypto.com
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, when he's sitting there with Einstein, who shows him the light bulb, he's
Yeah.
like, "Nah, I don't think you got anything here."
Right.
The wheel.
Yeah,
we
he's-
call it the wheel. He's like,
No.
"Nah." You know, indoor plumbing, and he's like, "What? We go outside to go to the bathroom like normal humans."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great commercial. He's just funny.
Yeah,
Larry
he
David's
is.
just funny as shit. We disagree probably almost everything politically with him, but
Sure.
he's just funny as hell.
Yeah, he is.
So I still watch him. So March 1st coming up.
Okay.
There's the HBO released the trailer. The trailer features Larry sitting down with his friend, collaborator Larry Charles, who also directs, while admitting he feels like a total fraud because of how different he is from his on-screen character.
Really.
Yeah. He says, I never thought of myself as being funny. Anything that I was associated with that could be successful was a shock. He adds he was adrift at 25, didn't know what to do with his life, though he did notice that people would laugh when he started talking, which left comedy as a viable path. So I thought, why not me? He also joked about the height of Seinfeld. His mom, it was never quite enough for her. She would call me up and go, "Larry, do they like you? Do they tell you you're doing a good job?" "Yeah, Ma, they like me. Seinfeld's show is #1 in the country." "But did they tell you? So you think you're doing well?" He admitted that the version of himself that he plays on Curb is a more extreme version of the truth teller he wishes he could be. Okay. Totally relate to this.
Yeah,
Totally. I am a total fraud, and the Curb outlet for me is this guy I want to be. He's completely honest, just the opposite of who I am, and it's a thrill. I got lucky, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, that's known as imposter syndrome, is what that's called. Where you don't think you're good enough. You feel at any moment that the whole thing could collapse when people figure out what a fraud you really are.
Yeah.
And it's very, very common.
Well, nice to be able
Very
to have
common.
that outlet to be able to create a character in a way to sort of
brilliant.
live vicariously through, to be able to say and do all the
Yeah.
things that you kind of wish you could, but you don't and you can't. But
Yeah.
you can still can in a
Yeah.
way, and still hide behind the fact that it's a show and a character as
dude.
opposed to.
It's what this show is.
What do you mean?
In a lot of ways. I totally relate to that more than you know. More than you know.
I'm so genuine. I don't know what you mean.
Well, you are. You don't have a problem telling someone to fuck off to their face.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? See? Stranger.
Sure.
Or someone cuts you off in
deserve
traffic
it.
and going, hey, motherfucker, you know.
Erda bota bertachwe mesilana.
Yeah, there you go. You don't have a problem doing that. I do. I'm more sit back. Don't look at me. Just ignore me. But on this show, I can come on and be a fucking hard ass.
Yeah.
I can be a dick. I can rant and rave. Shit that I don't do in public ever.
The microphone's your big dick.
It's my big dick. It's my fraud. I am a total fraud. Inadequate in so many aspects of life. Completely. I'm a child. And, you know, but on the microphone, I get to play big boy.
Perfect.
I get to pull up my big boy pants and be like, ah, fuck you. You don't like it. Eat shit is what I said and I mean it. So on that level, I relate to Larry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally, you know?
I can't wait to see that to come out. When, March 1st, is that what it is?
Yeah, March 1st.
Dig it. Yeah, we'll watch that
Hopefully
for sure.
it's good.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Harris Faulkner. You know Harris Faulkner?
Can't say I do.
You wouldn't know her because you're not at home during the day. She's the morning, like mid-morning, after Fox News's, you know, morning show that ends, I don't know when it ends, 9, 10 o'clock, whatever it is. She comes on and does the, I don't even know what it's called, but the Harris
A bit.
Faulkner.
Yeah, an hour, a
Like
show.
2 hours.
Okay.
She's great. She's black. She's got a family's got a background in the military. She's fair. She's one of those like doesn't get into the if you hate Fox News because you think of Sean Hannity or Tucker Carlson, that's primetime programming. During the day, Fox is much more neutral. They take a conservative bend on things. But Harris Faulkner, no one has a problem with Harris Faulkner.
Yeah.
She's great.
Okay.
She really is smart. And she fucking went after the New York City's new mayor, Eric Adams,
Yeah.
on his recent attacks on the media and claims that racism was behind the coverage. He said that the press was biased, complaining that although he is a black man, the mayor of New York City, my story is being interpreted by people that don't look like me. White media saw him differently and accused them of having a story written before he took any action. Diversify your newsrooms. We talked about this the other day. Faulkner responded to Adams' comments on Outnumbered. That's the name of her show. Saying the new mayor was criticizing the media instead of addressing people's real concerns. Shannon Bream, who was on set with Harris, weighed in saying, we need to break down the barrier and say we have to report the facts as they are. If that means criticism, it does not matter where you were on the political spectrum, what your background or characteristic chart, that is fair game. I don't know what he's talking about. The reason he got hired has to do with a completely different color, blue, Faulkner said, noting that his long history as a police officer had given New Yorkers hope that he would be able to mend relationships between cops and people while doing something to mitigate the rising crime rates. He's not been in office that long. Maybe we'll see him do something different. That's Harris Faulkner.
Yeah.
You know, still willing to give someone the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Like, yeah, the whole chapter's not written yet.
Sure.
But I don't like this shit.
You get thrown into a shitstorm. I could see you starting to struggle right off the bat.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can get your feet back under you. And
How black, by the way, do you have to be? Do not make me pull out the receipts of how many times I personally have reached out to this mayor to go on his show, to have him on, to be at those press conferences, and denied.
Okay.
Because the way this works, so when he's blasting the people in the press room, since COVID, they get to hand select. The mayor's team hand selects who's going to be in the room. Well, they'll never take someone from Fox News that might ask a critical question. So there are other black journalists going, motherfucker, I'm willing to sit in that room anytime you'll let me in the door.
Yeah.
You know, don't lean on the race card, asshole.
you pick the crowd and then bitch about it?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Ironic.
It's not about what we look like. The mayor, for the mayor to say that this is really, to say that is really short-sighted because the ink is also one color. When they print those newspapers, they don't care about the color of your skin. What they care about is, have you brought down the crime statistics? So I'm just asking on behalf of all those who might be offended by what you've said, because even when I show up, no matter what you think may come out of my mouth, I'm still a reporter, whether you can see the color of my skin or not. It is offensive, but you know what it is mostly. It's cowardly. That's not what you expect from a 22-year veteran of the NYPD. How disappointing, how cowardly of him not to take questions. I'm going to stave off access from the press. She concluded, noting that Adams' aversion to the press had closely followed President Bola Soup's visit to New York. You heard the mayor speak beautifully at Jason Rivera's funeral and eulogies, the cop that was murdered.
Yeah.
And then about a week later, President Bola Soup shows up, and suddenly I'm not taking questions, and the media is racist or not black enough. Whatever he's saying, he's dropping the race card. He's pointing the fingers at newsrooms, and you're not, and you're not enough. You know what? You are not enough. Sit down and take some questions.
Yeah.
Go,
that
girl.
Yeah.
Go get it.
That was legit.
Yeah, she's not fucking around, man.
No, definitely not.
Should we get some email, T?
Sure. Well, I was going to do one of these.
Okay, you can.
Hey, did you...
I grant you permission. Go ahead.
Okay, why, thank you, Sawyer. Does your money work as hard as you do? You will spend upwards of 45 years working to support your lifestyle, provide for your family, and set aside money for retirement. Do you know if you'll be able to retire on your terms? How could you if you do not have a plan? Call Mark and Jay at LPL Financial to make sure that your money is working as hard as you are. Call them today at 248-626-2000 and ask for Mark or Jay.
Michelle's better.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
I agree.
Might have been your best read to date, but
thank you.
Michelle's still better.
I wish she did them all, and I could just hit buttons. That would
Next
make
time
me
she's here,
so
we'll
happy.
do that. We'll have her record all our spots. Yes. Who's going to be bummed that the smoking hot chick did their reads?
Nope.
Yeah.
We'll do
no
it.
one.
We'll do it with video.
Gentlemen, real quick on the kids being homeschooled due to how fucked up public and private schools have become and are becoming. T-Roy, you're correct. The homeschool kids will be weird. However, this time it'll be because they have common sense and will know where to piss and shit, and not so much the where the fuck have you been, no social skills weirdo. That used to be the case.
Yeah, right.
Side note, both my wife and I had stormed the gates of our kids' school here in Florida earlier this year with this mask mandate shit. And longer story short, not one person asked them to put on a mask since. Parents need to rise up and parent.
It's true.
Scott.
It's true.
Thank you, Scott.
I said that's where it's all going to fall. When we start fucking with kids, that's where the real power is.
Yeah. From Travis, but not that Travis, different Travis.
Okay.
Miguel, watch this clip. Holy shit. And they want to cancel Rogan. Ugh. It's the clip of Howard Stern saying the N-word.
Oh yeah, of course.
Over and over.
Yeah.
We've seen the video. There's no need to play it.
Exactly. It's there.
I mean,
Anybody can see it, but it's
it
the
is
double
what it is.
standard, right?
Yeah.
You could dig it up on just about anybody out there if that's what you want to do, and that's the disgusting part of it, just being a fucking hit piece.
Yeah. Well, they've got a 22 or 24-second video of Rogan, something like that, whatever it is. Do you know how long the tape would be if you cut everything out, but just the racial slurs that Howard Stern's used over the years, right? Everything from, like a porch monkey, for instance, or the N-word.
Yep.
And you just cut those, you'd have days, and I mean 24 hours in a day, you'd have days filled of tape.
Material, yeah.
You wouldn't have 22 seconds. You'd have weeks full of material.
Oh, please run, Howard. Please run.
Please run.
I would love that.
Can you imagine if you got the powerful groups that have the time and energy and money and backing to start going through his catalog and the shitstorm they could produce on Howard Stern?
Oh, it doesn't count. I was a shock jock. I just said those things to get a rise out of people.
Right.
But fuck Joe Rogan.
Yeah. His thing was, for decades, he got off going, but I got a black friend.
Yeah.
Right? She sucks worse than anyone I've ever heard on radio. She's awful. She
Robin
brings
Quivers.
fucking nothing to the table. Maybe her news, I've never listened to her do the news. Maybe she's great at ripping and reading.
She's not.
Yeah. She's horrible in interviews. Everyone sucks her tits, acts like she's great. She brings zero to the table. My opinion. But he could always lean on the fact that he's got a black co-host.
Yep.
Do you, Howard? Did you really?
Check that box.
This is from Steve. Downs is the subject.
Oh,
boy. You stepped in it now, T. Oh, boy. Mike T. Roy, stellar job on the pod.
Oh, okay. All right, it's a good start. But
Yesterday's show brought back an awful memory of when my wife came home. When my wife came home, see what he did there, from a wedding shower. She told me my cousin with the Downs announced to the table that she was glad her husband, also Downsed up proper, had a small penis. She explained that if it was any larger, it wouldn't fit in her anus. To the wedding table.
Outstanding.
Isn't that great?
Oh, yeah.
Needless to say, I haven't looked at her the same. Eeks.
That's funny.
That's great.
But is she hot?
I don't know.
Does that one qualify as hot? The
That?
No, the Victoria's Secret one.
I'd like to see them titties. I'll be honest with you. I'd like to see those unfurled.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah. And on that note, thanks for listening, pals. We mean nothing we say on the show, by the way.
Never.
Just fucking around. We'll see you tomorrow. No, have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Okay.